Hey guys, SpinoDude here, and today I have a little bit of a treat for you guys. CollectA has released the first 3 images of their new 2017 dinosaurs for next year. So I'm very excited to show these to you. The images were just released this morning. Now these are only the first few images of their 2017 releases, so I'm going to be doing a multi-part series just talking about the models and showing you guys the pictures and keeping you updated, similar to what I'm doing with Schleich right now. So yeah, without further ado guys, let's jump into it with the first model. Alright, so the first figure that CollectA is releasing for 2017 is the Jiggin Spinosaurus. Now the funny thing about this one that I was actually quite surprised I saw they were making it was about 2 or 3 days ago I was online browsing through some really obscure dinosaur species that were really unique and not many people knew about them. And one of them I haven't heard of prior to that day was Jiggin Spinosaurus. And I said to myself, I was like, it'd be cool if CollectA or Safari Limited or one of these dinosaur model companies made one of these years, and come 2 or 3 days later when they released the first images of their figures for 2017, here you go, it's a Jiggin Spinosaurus and it looks really cool. I love the, it looks like it's going to be a smaller model, similar to the Styracosaurus and the Lythronax from this year and such. But it looks cool. It has like an orangey yellow color scheme with some nice brown stripes and some gray plate spines going down the back. The spikes on the end of the tail are in a brown color, and I love those big shoulder blades that Jiggin Spinosaurus had, done in a silvery gray color with a little bit of red hints on it. Looks really nice. I like it. I love the pose as well of what I'm seeing so far. I might just pick this one up. This one looks good. Really well done. So yeah, that's the Jiggin Spinosaurus, and as far as I know, this is the first model of a Jiggin Spinosaurus made. So yeah, if you're a fan of obscure stegosaurs, this is the model for you when it's released for CollectA 2017. Alright, so let's move on to the next figure. Alright, so here's the next figure for CollectA 2017. It's their Einiosaurus. Now here's something I'd like to know, I'd like to know if Safari Limited started making their Einiosaurus first, or if CollectA started making their Einiosaurus first, or if it's a coincidence altogether. Because there's a lot of ceratopsians that have not been made into dinosaur figures, and that's quite a coincidence if both these companies made Einiosaurus this year. So anyway, looking at this figure from CollectA, it looks really well done. The color scheme actually reminds me a lot of their Torvosaurus that they released this year, the 1/40th scale Torvosaurus, with the sort of pinkish stripes and the lime green color with the sort of muted yellow, like lemon cream color on the underbelly and on the frill. Looks really nice. I like the spikes that sort of transition from the gray color into the black color on the frill. The beak is done in a darker gray color, which looks nice. And on the back of the Einiosaurus, on the rump area there, you can see some quills or feathers there. There's a little bit hard to see just how many are back there, just because of the pose. They've taken the image in with the Einiosaurus here. But yeah, this one looks pretty nice. Maybe you could pair up the Safari Limited and the CollectA Einiosaurus as a male and female. That would be really cool. So yeah, that's the CollectA Einiosaurus for this year. Moving on to the final figure that they've released for today. Alright, and here is the final figure that they've released for today, and it is the CollectA Styracosaurus. Now we have 2 ceratopsians this year, and CollectA really likes their ceratopsians. They just released, was it the Mercury Ceratops last year, and then they had like the Medusa Ceratops previous year, and the Xenoceratops and so forth. I think it's cool that you have all these different ceratopsians though, but you could definitely tell CollectA like their ceratopsians. And this Styracosaurus, actually, the color scheme definitely reminds me of the Styracosaurus, and I'll put an image of that one side by side so you can take a look at that. But I think that's good, and there's people out there who are going to be like, they're copying the color scheme and stuff, which is kind of true if it was intentional. If it's not intentional, you know, then that's fine. But I think that it would be great to have this one in a different pose with an almost identical color scheme to go with the Styracosaurus. because then you can have like a mini herd. You can get multiples, you can have like a male and female together. I think that's really cool. Now, one thing this model has that the Styracosaurus doesn't have are the quills or the feathers going down the tail there, and those look really nice in the dark brown and black colors. Really nicely done. So that is the CollectA Styracosaurus. Alright guys, so those are the first images of the first 3 figures for CollectA 2017. I will make more videos as the images are released and there's more news on their upcoming figures. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good start. We have 2 ceratopsians and a really obscure species of stegosaurids, so yeah, looking to be a good year for CollectA so far as well. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below telling me what you think of these new figures. So thank you so much guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care, and bye-bye.